Hello my friends, and welcome back to a new video and to a new Kerbal Space Program career mode episode. So right now here in the mission control center, having a look at what we could do and going through a few missions, what we can do. So since the last career mission is already a little bit kind of some time away, I had to check out what is kind of something we still have to do. And from all those contracts, the one with the scientific science base, more or less, or just based general based on the surface of the moon, is the one that kind of suited me the most. So, and now jumping into the into the building process, which is I think 8 times regular speed, though I'm not quite sure about that already. Yeah, even though I just recorded it a few hours ago. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So whilst we are building a space station, no, not space station, surface base with requirements that you can read on the right lower corner. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the channel and everything around, more or less, since I don't think you really need my commentary on me building something, because it's pretty much obvious what I'm doing. I mean, in terms of, you can just have a look what I'm doing if you're interested in the building process. Now, long story short, I'm just babbling, not really talking about anything in the past, I don't know, 40 seconds or so. So let's jump more or less into the topic. As my regular viewers, which are probably around 10 people or so at the very best, so thank you guys, have noticed is that I haven't posted a video for, I think now 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks, even though I kind of promised to upload a video every week at least, or even 2 videos every week. And there are a few reasons to that. The first and least important is the fact that I am pretty busy at the moment in real life, doing a bunch of things, and yeah, but usually I get around that without too many consequences. So that's not really my reason why I wasn't doing all that many videos, or well, not doing any videos at all actually. I was thinking about a few ideas I had, however, didn't really fulfill them. Anyways, now what I wanted to say is actually, on the last video I made and uploaded, what was it? Let's have a look. Dreadnought. Let's have a look and let's test, or let's try out Dreadnought. I was really surprised by the feedback on that video, and the feedback was non-existent. I mean, it's now out for 2 weeks and there's only 1 view on it, and I have to admit this 1 view was me when I was just checking out if everything was going according to plan. So yeah, I'm kind of having no feedback and nothing at all kind of ruined my motivation on doing things, so I just postponed the video, like doing videos and so on and so forth, and yeah, kind of lost motivation at that moment. However, I'm trying to get back now into it a little bit, because that's regular. I mean, every YouTuber had probably something like that, probably, and yeah. Anyways, now quickly going back to the footage on screen, we're just going onto the launchpad here to test out the mobile processing lab, because I looked earlier on the tech tree, and we still do need quite a lot of science, and I just wanted to try out whether the laboratory is working with 1 scientist and 1 engineer on board, or whether we'd need 2 scientists. Because we only need 1 scientist, everything is perfect. Thus we can take the vehicle and kind of launch it the way it is. It's not aerodynamically too stable, that's why I'm going for a slightly inefficient and very steep approach in terms of flying, gliding until apoapsis, and then burning up there and circularizing over there. And now in the real flight, as you can see, I kind of forgot to do a few science experiments in the atmosphere to collect the necessary data, because for those who don't know, the science laboratory works the following way. You collect data from, well, there is a third option, like fourth option actually, when you do an experiment. The recycle one, the safe one, and the transmit one is the usual options, and then you get a fourth one, and that's this yellowish thingy here, and that's add data, and then there's a value, and this data gets added into the data pool of the laboratory, and the laboratory can store up to 500 units of data, and the more data you have, the better the ratio, well, the production of science in the laboratory is. So the laboratory takes a part of some like this data and transforms it into its actual science points in a ratio of science per day. And with time continuing for quite a long time, you kind of use up all your data until you have some science. But I think you get more science out of each data point. I mean, I don't think you get 500 units of science for 500 data, but something along maybe 1,000 or even more science points. But anyways, that's not really what I was actually going about in this video, but just as a short explanation. I don't know whether people actually talk generally about the science laboratory. I won't generally touch up on the design. We have the central core with the laboratory, obviously, and those two side boosters, which will be or serve as our kind of structure to land and house the fuel for our trip to the moon. And on top of that, we have one science play with a relay dish in order to have some communications. And as well, if we are already going to land a science play, we can as well surface base. We can as well use it as a relay station. So that's not really that big of a deal, isn't it? And then there is one of those Soviet type crew cabins, just because they house 3 entire Kerbals, and that's kind of, I mean, pretty good, since we do need space for 5 Kerbals. And here there is a weird glitch going on here on the left hand side with this blue thing, but I have no clue why. But anyways, now going quickly backwards, we're just decelerating and going into a orbit around the moon, touching back up on the YouTube channel topic thingy there I was talking earlier about. So kind of like I said, the motivation and interest in producing kind of more content, or just generally content, after receiving no feedback at all and not being interested kind of from my community, well, 69 people, hey, at least something, was kind of, I think everybody can kind of understand what I'm talking about. But anyways, the other thing is, I did have some videos ready. I could have uploaded them, but I would have liked to kind of add some additional editing to them and doing things and so forth, and kind of that is really time consuming, and if you don't really get anything back from it, like at least a few views, I mean, getting 10 views or so is already enough compensation or enough pay for me to do all the work. But I'm of course happy if a video gets more views. But anyways, enough of the very dark, not that dark, but just depressing topic, and I hope this one will be kind of the last time. No, definitely not, but whatever. Talking about nothing really interesting, since I don't have anything to talk about on screen. And now the screen jumped forward to a landing sequence. So I had to cut there because I was jumping up and down multiple times before finally landing in, kind of landing for touchdown. And now I didn't even show a second jump. I thought I would show one jump, kind of touchdown, and then jumping up again, and then re-landing. So that was why we had this rather hard cut there. Now on the surface, we're going to do all the science experiments that we can transmit and gain some science from them. We will transmit, even though we don't get the full science value out of them. we are still going to transmit it because we won't bring this station back to Kerbin anytime soon. Maybe in a crew transfer, I don't know, crew something mission, but at least for the time being we're not going to bring it back, so we can as well send at least some part of the science back to Kerbin and have some benefit from that. However, the biggest benefit from this station will be in a few 100 days, when we will have enough science to gather it from here and spend on the other interesting technologies that we can use for more interesting missions. Now just collecting and resetting and doing everything here with our scientists. And for those who don't know, with your scientists you can reset to Science Junior and the Mystery Goo container. And after all the science experiments are done, and I went through them a second time, collected and everything, and so on and so forth, we will jump the scientists into our science bay, and start processing the juicy data that we have to gain even better science points. So, and I think I can slowly but surely end this video. And kind of as a side note, yeah, well, thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you for sticking with me even though I didn't upload things earlier, kind of in the last few weeks. I would say enjoy your week, because today will be probably Monday for you. Thanks very much for watching. Spaceship signing out.